Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for review. Now you can see it says medium. Now I am more of a medium guy, although I'm not normally in this type of nib. So I thought I would try this out and give it a go and see what I like. So this you will see here is an ESPR 10M Sparkle Garnet with gold trim. So I think let's unbox this pen, and you'll see here it is an Esterbrook. So I do like that Esterbrook have started doing oversized versions of pens, and I decided that I would take a look at some of them, and I do like some of the diamond cast material. I have a custom pen made by Atelier Lusso in the US that is made of diamond cast material, and I really do like it. So I decided I would take a look at this Esterbrook. So let's open the box. It is a sort of magnetic box closure there. You can see. And this is the pen. America's original reborn, because obviously Esterbrook is a vintage company, a little bit like Noto and Parker and many other companies, although Esterbrook was closed down and then got rejuvenated by new owners. So let me remove the pen from its bed to start with, and I'll show you a few of the other things that we get inside this. So you get Esterbrook there, established 1858, reborn in 2018, esterbrookpens.com. So you get this lovely Esterbrook cleaning cloth here. You also get a short international cartridge, which is always good. Most of the pens, fountain pens nowadays, do come with international standard converters. But if you don't have any ink available, maybe you've just actually either bought it on the street in a retail shop, or you've actually gone and bought it online and had it delivered to your workplace. So it's always good just to have a cartridge there. You also see here Diamond Cast and Esterbrook, and it says Diamond Cast is created with real gem quality diamonds that are ethically sourced as reclaimed chips directly from diamond cutters. Now, this is exclusive to the Esterbrook release. Now, there were a lot more pen makers, custom pen makers, that were using diamond cast. I don't know if that is still readily available for them, or because it does say that it is exclusive to this Esterbrook release. Maybe just this particular material is. And then we have the pen here. So if I remove the pen from the pen bed, and I will put this box back together and out of the way, and I'll show you this pen. So this is the Esterbrook, this is the Esty Sparkle, and although it's not deemed it, this is the oversized version. So if you're looking for an oversized version of pen, and I had to do a little bit of research myself, that the normally more recent models of the Esterbrook Esty are actually labeled as oversized if they are oversized, or not if they're just the regular size. But the Sparkle range is the oversize. So this is the oversized version. So you can see here it is a cigar shaped like pen. Has a sort of tapered in cap finial there. You also have the body finial there as well. It's a cartridge converter pen. So you'll see it tapers in here to the cap. It tapers out to what is, or what would be, a cap band here. Now that cap band, it does have Esterbrook written there in gold. And then there's a slight step down, and the body is pretty uniform to about here, and then it starts to taper in to what is the body finial. Now you just have a standard Esterbrook clip there, and this is a springy clip. So for me, it is a functional clip. I do have clips on most of my pens. I don't typically use the clips. They're more for decoration. I don't clip them into shirt pockets. It's just something I don't normally do. But I know a lot of people do, and I know a lot of you do. So it's good to see a clip here. But this material is really stunning. So this is the real diamond dust from the diamond cast material that you can see there, just sparkling away on this pen in that studio light. It really is beautiful. And I have to say that diamond cast does actually win my heart over, because it is a more subtle sort of sparkle, and it's just something that I have liked ever since I got my Atelier Lusso Carina in the Diamond Nebula. Now, removing the cap, you'll see here it has the Esterbrook logo nib. It's a Yovo nib. This is a medium nib with an ABS plastic feed. Now, I did mention at the start of this review that I don't normally go for medium nibs. And the reason why, to be honest, I go for medium nibs on most of my pens. I just don't go for them on Yovo steel nibs. And the reason why is I've always found them a little bit sort of narrow, and I've just not liked the writing experience. But I thought, you know what? I wanted a broad nib in this. I couldn't get the broad nib. I could only get a fine or a medium. So I decided I would get the fine, and sorry, the medium, not a fine. And I am actually loving this nib. It really is a lovely nib to write with, and I will show you that in the writing sample in a little bit. Now, there is a bit of a step up here, although they've actually sort of made that step, they've reduced it with these metal threads there. And if I unscrew the body, you'll see a standard international converter there as well. You cannot, unfortunately, eyedropper this pen because it does have the metal threads there. You also have metal threads here for the section as well. So I don't think it's a pen that you can eyedropper. I know you can eyedropper brass pens, but if it's a steel, or even if it's coated or plated, you do have to be careful. So this isn't a pen that I would want to even probably eyedropper, but you've got the choice there of a cartridge or a standard international converter there. So this pen for me is a really nice pen, and I do like this a lot. Now, one thing to mention about these Esterbrook's is that if you try to screw it in, it doesn't actually screw in. So there is a clutch mechanism here, so you have to push in and twist at the same time, because if you don't, it's just going to keep on turning. So you do have to, and sometimes it takes a little bit more turning and pushing to get that to engage. It's not an issue for me. I do actually like it. I've actually got a few pens now with that kind of screw and clutch mechanism in the cap. But it's something you do have to get used to when you are trying to cap your pen. Because what you don't want to do is simply just do that and then put the pen down on the desk, because it's just going to go like that and the cap's going to come off. You're probably going to break the nib. Now, these are steel nibs. These are not gold nibs. Now, the price on this was actually a pretty good price. I got it in the Christmas sale, so I was able to get, I think it was 10% off, and then another 10% off on my Penultimate 10 code as well at Colt Pens. So I was able to reduce the price on this by about 20%. Now, it is a little bit more expensive. You are looking at over £200 for this pen. So it is a steel nib pen. However, I do like this material a lot. It really is beautiful. So I was actually willing to actually give this a try. And I have to say, I am liking this pen. So I think with that, let's go and do a size check. We'll do a weight check. We'll do a pen comparison. And then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, we are looking at about 155 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we are looking at about 68 millimeters in length. So that is quite a long pen. Now, if I look at the length of the body to the tip of the nib or tip of the tines, we are looking at about 136 millimeters in length. So that is actually a really nice oversized pen, and you can see that in the size of my hand. So this is quite a nice size pen. Can I post the cap? I can. However, it doesn't post deeply. It will post securely. It's not going to come off, but you'll see there it's at a slight angle. So it will move around a little bit due to the tapering of that body there. So it doesn't post that securely. But if you are a pen cap poster, then you could post that cap without any problems at all. Now, let's go and do a weight check. Now, I have a new weight check machine here. So, the full weight of the pen, now this is inked up. We are looking at just over 32.5 grams. The weight of the cap, we are looking at just over 10.5 grams. And then the weight of the body, and we're going to have to try and stop this from rolling, is about just over 22 grams in weight. So this is actually quite a nice weight pen. So I think with that, let's go and do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero, and this is in the Mediterraneo. We have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero Grande in the sand. We have a Montegrappa Extra 1930 Shiny Lines Dove, a Parker Duofold Prestige Blue Chevron. We have the Esterbrook SD Oversize in the Sparkle Red Garnet. We have a Visconti Homo Sapiens Blue Lagoon, a Pelican M800 Royal Gold Rawdon. We have a Penlux, and this is the Masterpiece, and this is the Grande. We have a Pelican M1000, and this is a Rawdon Starlight. And we have a Montegrappa Bartolomeo Ferracina in the Shiny Circles. So, I think let's go into a writing sample now. So, this is the Esterbrook. And it's the SD Sparkle. And it's Red Garnet. Or Garnet Red, depending on how you want to label it. Now, this is a medium, and it is a steel Yovo nib. Now, this is the oversized. There isn't a regular size for the Sparkle range, at least from what I've seen so far. There are other versions like the Rocky Top that are in the oversize. They do have diamond cast material, but they do also have a regular size version. But the ones typically called Sparkle range do not have a regular size model. Now, the ink in here today is actually KWZ, and it is Beefeater Red. And this is a beautiful ink, red ink from KWZ. It's a London Pen Show exclusive. But I do like this red ink a lot. This is really starting to grow on me. Now, in terms of line variation, this is a steel nib. It is a medium nib. If I do push it though, I can get a little bit more line variation. I'd say almost to a broad. And if I try to flex that steel nib, you will see slight variations there. But you can see, if I really push hard, you can get a lot of different variations there. Now, you'll see also there's no hard starts or skips to this nib, so it is very well tuned. I think let's take a look at the wetness of the nib, and we'll do another cross pass here. So you'll see that this nib is fairly dry. Now, this is part of the reason why I don't normally go for Yovo medium nibs. I do find that they're not as well, should I say, lubricated. So the reason why I like lubricated nibs or wet writing nibs is that the nib will glide across the page on effectively a layer of ink, and that will actually make the writing experience a lot more smoother. So with Yovo medium nibs, you don't get that wetness. However, I really do like how this nib writes, and I have to say, I will probably get some more medium nibs very soon because from Yovo, and possibly even in an Esterbrook, because I am really liking how this nib writes. And I have to say, normally I would go for a broad nib in a Yovo nib, but I'm liking this nib. So, is there anything I like or dislike about the pen? Well, I do like obviously the diamond cast material. That really wins me over. I do like the size of this pen. I do like the shape of the pen. I think Esterbrook are, for me, because I'm into oversized pens, I do like this oversized model a lot. And I do like the shape. I do like the girth of the pen. I do like it actually has metal threads to it as well. Is there anything I dislike about the pen? Not really. Like, there are sometimes personal sort of disagreements where some people will prefer cartridge converters, some people will prefer pistons or power vac fillers. Personally, I do normally prefer a power vac or a piston, and normally one that I can see the ink sloshing around inside, so I know when it's running out. This is a cartridge converter, but I also like cartridge converters because they're very easy to clean. So although they won't hold the same amount of ink capacity, you will find that you can clean these out very well, and they're not going to stain, and you are just going to find the cleaning and switching between ink colors a lot more easier in a cartridge converter pen. So there you have it. That's my review and unboxing of the Esterbrook SD Sparkle in red garnet with a medium steel nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.